Are you worried about the upcoming recession? Are you looking for ways to protect your money and grow it even in tough economic times? Then you're in the right place. In this video, we're going to be talking about 13 recession-proof investments, strategies, and assets that can help you weather the storm and come out on top. But first, let me ask you a question. Have you ever heard the saying, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market? No? Make sure to stick around for the whole video where we'll discuss that. And of course, guys, this is not financial advice. Number 13, guilty pleasures. The guilty pleasure sector is one that'll never reduce in profit, regardless of the economic crisis. This industry includes things that are vices, such as alcohol, pastimes, hobbies, tobacco, gambling, and legalized drugs. In fact, these industries can see a boom in profits, as many people turn to their guilty pleasures during a recession as a source of comfort and stress relief. Investing in the guilty pleasure industry is not only a profitable asset to have, but also could be something you enjoy, which will make the process fun and will ensure you keep your eye on the industry activity, which will help with your decision-making when it comes to investing. Number 12, avoid cryptocurrencies. While we're sharing several recession-proof investments, it's also very important to know what to avoid. Stocks that tend to fluctuate with the economy can turn very sour when an economic crisis hits, as these are most likely to lose value. Among the worst sectors you can invest in is cryptocurrency, as they can be volatile even when markets are healthy, with a recession amplifying the risk tenfold. In fact, in an economic downturn, cryptocurrencies tend to be the first to suffer. Other risky assets to have during a recession include travel and leisure industries, as consumers are more careful with their spending and tend to make holidays, trips, and activities a really low priority. These drops in value can be sudden and often unpredictable as a recession continues. Number 11. Cost-conscious retail. When a recession hits, people become more careful with their money. This is when many consumers turn to cheaper items, as well as stop any non-essential services such as hiring a house cleaner or gardener. This leads to more money being spent at discount retailers and dollar stores to make a lower budget stretch further. This is why cost-conscious retailers such as Walmart, Dollar General, Home Depot, Costco, and Dollar Tree are also recession-proof investments. Budget stores do well regardless of the health of the economy, but can do even better during a recession when the more money-savvy consumers turn to them for low-price alternatives or discounted bulk items. Number 10. Build a diversified portfolio. The thing about recessions is that they're unavoidable. Because of this fact, investors should always be building a portfolio that is as diversified as possible. The secret to creating a diversified portfolio isn't by holding various stocks, but by investing in businesses that are spread across several sectors, including those we have already talked about in this video. A diversified portfolio should include a nice mix of strong blue-chip stocks and are resilient enough to survive a recession, as well as when the economy is healthy. Blue-chip stocks are always more appealing to investors as they pay dividends and generate a nice profit. As blue-chip stocks are recession-proof, they will help support your assets and portfolio if your other investments take a hit as a result of a recession. Number 9. Avoid adding risky sectors, regardless of how they perform usually. The most successful stocks over the last couple of years have been in the technology and communication industries. A lot of investors have created a successful portfolio by taking advantage of the growing 5G connections, streaming services like Netflix and Disney Plus, and social media. While these may seem like the best kind of areas to invest in, when it comes to the economic crisis, they can become vulnerable. When an economy slows down, it causes many companies and individuals to reduce spending on things like expensive 5G upgrades and investment in the latest technology. Businesses also hold off on advertising as the potential customers are reduced, which in turn hurts ad-based services like Facebook and Twitter. While people are trying to save money, they will often cut down on their streaming services, which will significantly affect stock value. This is why it's crucial to diversify your portfolio and not put all your eggs in one basket. If the sector you're investing in takes a hit, so will your portfolio. This is why it's important to have cost-conscious retail, utility companies, and consumer staples in your arsenal. Number 8. Investing in funds. During a recession, investing in funds like exchange-traded funds and low-cost index funds can be some of the safest investments you can do during a recession. Compared to single-stock investments, funds can offer several securities to prevent a crash from negatively affecting your investments. Funds are a great way to invest in several companies that perform well during a recession, which will help you avoid risking all of your money in any one company. If one of your investments take a hit, then the other strong performers will help cushion the blow and allow you to keep generating profit. Number 7. Consumer staples. Regardless of the state of a recession, people still need to eat. With that being said, many people may swap eating at restaurants a couple of nights a week for cooking at home instead. This is why companies that produce packaged foods are among the most resilient when it comes to a recession. This is the same for household items such as cleaning and hygiene products. Example of recession-proof companies include grocery stores like Kroger, which is the most successful supermarket in the United States when it comes to gross profit. PepsiCo, the owner of brands like Pepsi, Aquafina, and Quaker Oats, always manage to keep their revenue strong during a recession while applying the tried and tested recession survival techniques. Companies that sell everyday household products like Procter & Gamble, which owns Head & Shoulders, Pampers, and Gillette, are also safe investments when it comes to a recession. General Mills is another massive company that is recession-proof due to its popularity of its packaged food brands such as Cheerios, Häagen-Dazs, and Pillsbury. Meat industries also do incredibly well in recessions, such as Tyson Foods, the company behind Hillshire Farm and Jimmy Dean. Number 6. Shipping and goods transportation. Regardless of how the economy is doing, goods and products still need to be distributed across the country. This is why freight and transportation are fantastic industries to invest in, especially during a recession. One area that a company cannot cut back on is getting their material or products delivered to them by land, sea, and air, or the necessary tools to generate profit. Top examples of these types of companies are UPS and Union Pacific, which rarely see a decline in profit. Number 5. Utility companies. Other day-to-day necessities such as electricity, gas, water, and waste collection don't just stop because of a recession. This is why utility companies are always safe when it comes to recessions. While many households get more careful with their usage habits, overall, profits are consistent even during an economic crisis. Top examples of these companies would be NextEra Energy, which is a renewable energy company based in Florida, American Water Works, which is the country's leading water company that always produces steady profits thanks to the support of the government, Williams Companies, which owns, maintains, and sells consistently through their pipelines, cell towers, data centers, and power lines, and Brookfield Infrastructure, which is similar to Williams Companies. Number 4. Healthcare sectors. Another industry that'll never disappear is the healthcare sector, as people will always get sick, regardless of it being financially convenient. Due to this, hospitals, pharmaceutical companies, and insurance firms always report steady profits during recessions. This isn't just limited to hospitals and prescriptions, as across-the-counter medical products such as Band-Aids and allergy products are also included in the resilience. This means that bigger companies like Pfizer and Walgreens are incredibly recession-proof. Number 3. Communication and digital services. In this day and age, the communication sector has become more essential than ever, with businesses needing telecommunication companies like Verizon, search engines like Google, and social media to run and market their enterprises. This also applies to individuals who, despite tough times, refuse to give up the comforts that they are accustomed to. This can be extended to the video game industry, with companies like Sony, Activision Blizzard, and Nintendo being safer investment options during a recession. As many video game industries now mainly sell digital products, any impact on the production and distribution of physical products as a result of a recession is eliminated. Number 2. Information technology, IT. The IT sector has proven itself time and time again to be incredibly resilient when it comes to an economic crisis, as it covers elements that are crucial for businesses to run efficiently. This is why information technology is not only recession-proof, but also future-proof. This sector is incredibly huge, which includes companies that develop software and hardware for a multitude of businesses, such as till systems, asset and finance management, art and content creating tools, online security tools, and automated ad services, just to name a few. With such a vast array of areas that make up the IT sector, there are plenty of opportunities for investors. Number 1. Fixed income and dividend-yielding investments. Many investors typically go for fixed income investments like bonds or dividend-yielding investments during an economic crisis because they provide regular cash payments, which come in handy. So, what are dividend stocks? Dividend stocks are shares that split a part of its profit with shareholders, depending on the amount of shares each investor holds. The key to being successful with dividend-yielding investments is to research companies that have a good history of paying and increasing dividends to provide you with a strong cash flow, even when the economy is suffering. An alternative option is to invest in dividends ETFs, which is made up of companies well known for delivering solid dividends. These payments can be taken out as cash during volatile market periods if the investor needs an extra income to help weather the storm. And bonus for our core audience who stayed till the end, it's not about timing the market, it's about time in the market, is a common saying in the world of investing. It means that it is more important to focus on the long term and stay invested in the market rather than trying to predict short-term market movements and trying to time your investments accordingly. The reason for this is that the stock market is inherently unpredictable and can be volatile in the short term. It's difficult, if not impossible, to consistently predict when the market will go up or down. Therefore, trying to time the market by trying to buy low and sell high can be risky and may not necessarily lead to better returns. On the other hand, if you stay invested in the market for a long period of time, you may be able to weather the ups and downs and potentially see better returns over the long term. This is because the stock market has historically had an upward trend over the long term, despite occasional setbacks. Therefore, by staying invested for a long time, you may be able to take advantage of the trend and potentially earn higher returns. Of course, it's important to keep in mind that investing always carries some level of risk, and past performance is not a guarantee of future results. If you've enjoyed this video and like to see more topics like this, make sure to hit the subscribe button and ring the notification bell. That way, you will never miss out.